Hi there. Hi, Destiny.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are
Good.
you?
I'm doing good. Are you having a good week?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you joining with me today so that we can learn a little bit about your VA experience and hopefully get you connected with a really great client that you can work with for a long time is my goal.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So let me just tell you a little bit about our BA agency. What we're going to do is we are going to chat today. I'm going to ask some questions and get to know you a little bit on my end so that I can take some notes. And we end up making a flyer that tells all about you and what you like to do and what you prefer to do for work, what you're asking for pay, how many hours you want to work, and what time zone. If you're open to multiple, that's wonderful too. I know that it can be a little, different. A lot of the clients are in the US and that can be a little different on the time zone, but we'll discuss that. And then with the flyer, I will also include a small a video that we'll record today that just tells you're going to introduce yourself in it, tell them about you. I'm going to ask you pay in it and the hours, and then I'll cut the video off, and that'll just be a small portion on your flyer for them to view as well. Um,
No.
and then after that, we're going to post that all over to see if we have any clients. We're going to send it out, see if we have any clients who would like to meet with you. And once we do, then we'll coordinate a meeting between you guys to see if it's a good fit mutually. And if it ends up not being a good fit, say you accept a position and you say, "Hey, Destiny, I don't feel this is the right fit for me." That's totally okay. We can find somewhere else. We'll continue to look. No ill feelings if it's not a good fit. I want to make sure you enjoy where you're working. So keep that in mind that we're always trying to find a good option for you too. And it's not just about the clients. We do handle the client payments as well. So they will pay us and we will pay you through either PayPal or Wise. Um,
Mhm.
but other than that, very easygoing interview today. I just want you to show your personality and be you. That's what I enjoy most when I'm doing my interviews.
I appreciate that. Thank you for
Mhm.
letting me know.
Yeah, you're welcome. So first, I'll just get to know you a little bit. So just tell me a little bit about you and what you've been doing.
Oh yeah, my name is Reza Cordis. One of my hobbies as of this moment, I do content creation. Yeah, that I've already collaborated with local brands also. I started it with just like a hobby, really. It's more of something that I do, like get ready with me when I don't do
I love that.
anything. Yeah, and then I've been to different clients also. The previous jobs that I've been to mostly are like delivering results or numbers to the clients by my representatives, the representatives that I have handled. You know, planning what are the went wells, what are the even betters, what are the things that we can do to make sure that things would look better in the long run. What are the main things that we need to focus with? Um, what else? I guess that's it.
What type of companies have you been working with? Real estate, medical, dental? How's that been going?
Oh, mostly it's actually telecommunications.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So
that.
it's mix of sales and support. Yeah.
Okay. What type of sales? Like what items are you trying to sell with that?
Um, it's actually mix of insurance and mobile devices.
Oh, okay, nice.
So yeah, we if you're familiar with Assurian, we handle that
Yes.
before also. Yeah. The mobile protection from the Assurian as well as the home protection.
I actually have that on my cell phone. So,
Oh wow, that's cool.
yeah, I have
Yeah,
AT&T, and I guess that's what they use. So,
that's
um,
where I work. It's from
oh, nice.
AT&T.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so
wish
my clients are from
I wish I
AT&T.
could get cheaper phone bill, but AT&T has the
I
best
agree.
signal, so I'm like, I have to pay for the good signal. It is what it is.
I agree with you. Most of our customers before would tell that to us. Because we do barge into our representatives at some time. We do client list call calibration as well. So we calibrate what are the things that the representative did well, which part of it should be improved. So that's mainly it. So yeah,
I
I've
love
heard a
it.
lot about the signal of AT&T as well.
It is good, and I'm grateful for that. I haven't had any issue in many years, so that's a good
Mm.
thing. But um, everything's expensive nowadays, especially
I
here in
agree.
America for whatever reason. We are very pricey over here.
Even the taxes, right? It went
Oh,
up.
man, I don't even want to talk about the taxes. It's tax time right now, and it makes me sad.
I agree with you.
Luckily, I have children, and they do give you tax breaks for kids here in America, which
What?
is
You
nice.
already have a children?
Yes, I have
You
3. I have a
what?
7-year-old girl, my middle girl, she's 4, but she turns 5 in 2 days. So a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old little boy.
I thought you were just the same age as mine.
I am actually 30. I'm still young.
What?
I still feel like that's young, but I do think I look a bit younger than I am.
Yeah, you look younger.
Oh, thank you. I love you already. Um, so how many years have you been working remotely, and what makes you enjoy getting to do that more than going into an office?
It was since 2021 to 2026. I've also been a working student before, but it's for a nonprofit organization. I was an admin support. I do the posting, the editing. I think it's something that I love to do also. It's how I practice time management as well, because it really requires time. You need a lot of effort also to
Yeah,
make sure that you're not just uploading something that you would upload. You need to make sure that you have the proper planning, um the proper styling. That's also the reason mainly why I chose content creation as a hobby, because along the way, when I was working remotely, it's more of admin tasks. So
yeah.
it's more of editing, it's more of uploading, planning, directly speaking to the clients,
A lot of
letting
data
them know.
management, all of
Yeah.
that. Well, I love that. Have you ever looked into like social media management, like where you manage social media for any of your clients?
Yes. I guess that's 2018. That was from a nonprofit organization. That's the one. That's what I do. I manage social media also
I love
on
that.
top of posting.
Do you when you edit, do you like to do only like Instagram content or like Facebook content, or do you do like long video editing too? Like, would you edit for podcasts or anything like that?
I can also do long videos. Most Mostly I only do that when, let's say for example, there would be an upcoming events. That's what I do. But if it's just gonna be like for promotions, what I do are reels, mostly like
Yeah.
yeah, so 45 seconds to 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know that TikTok's the big thing right now. And
Yeah.
oddly enough, I just learned that if you're in the TikTok creator program, if you post a video that's less than 1 minute, you don't get paid from it. It has to be at least a minute long for the
That's right.
views to get paid for. I said, man, there's so much about
True.
marketing and strategy and that I don't know. So I'm grateful for, VAs and stuff that we have that do know that.
I
Um,
agree. Actually, the viewers also needs to finish the entire video for it to be
yes.
paid. It's not just about viewing the video.
That's so hard for me when I'm watching videos. I know I need to view it so that
Yeah,
they can get paid too, but sometimes I get bored and I just start skimming and skipping things.
I agree. Well, actually, along the way, what I've actually learned is that you really need to put a very strong hook at the very beginning of the video. Even the 10 seconds, it would really matter.
Yeah, and holding on to the conclusion of the video till the very end is how you keep people because I know
I agree.
there's videos that'll trick me and they don't give you the
Hmm.
answer in the first video. So then you have to go
Yeah,
look for
I
the
agree.
second video to find out the answer. And I'm already so invested that I need to know. So now I do it. And that's how people get you for the view.
I agree with you. Yeah. You really have to be creative also. Because I think since TikTok is a very huge platform already, everything's the same. So you really need to find which part or what are the best things that you can do to make it different, to make it more interesting for the viewers. Because I also watch TikTok myself, and I agree with you. There are some videos wherein if it's very lengthy, I would rather scroll up because there are so many videos that it's shorter than that. But if it was able to like take my attention just for the first 10 seconds of it, and it would like give you a thought of what's going on. So you would end up finishing the entire video.
Yeah, I love that. Well, so let's say that you could pick your dream client to work for and you would enjoy that job and it'd be something that you really love to do. What would that look like for you? Like, what would your dream job look like?
I guess it would be something that I really would love, something under social media. Something that I would manage social media. I think it's not just because I like it. I think it's because I'm also passionate about it. And when you're
Yeah,
passionate about something, it's easier for you to do the tasks. Um, I would, because I love doing content or asking for approval, insights also. But most of the time, considering that I've been doing this for a very long time already, I feel like it's just more of showing you that this is what I've got. And
yeah,
then, yeah, I do have that confidence already that I'm just letting you know, oh, this is what I've got. Now, I don't really need you to, to supervise me the entire time.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so I
and
think
nobody wants to be micromanaged. And once you've gotten to the point in your career like you have, you don't have to be. I know that recently we and my current company, not just the VA agency, we have a recruiting dental company as well with Career Elevation that we
mm,
recruit for dental offices. And so we have personal VAs, and I know we've taken on some new VAs in the past few months who've never done virtual work, and it was very difficult for them to do the time management and understand why things have to be done at a certain time. So I'm glad you mentioned that you've pretty much perfected your time management and understand
yeah.
how to make that work.
My
Um,
best friend is Trello.
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Our social media manager uses Trello, and I had never heard of it until he was telling me about it, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
I used to start not I mean writing things down and I find it really really inconvenient.
Yes.
So what I really made sure to my friend actually recommended that to me and then I started learning to use it. It's very easy because sometimes it would actually remind you that there's an upcoming deadlines that you need to
Yeah,
do. And it would make you feel productive because you're seeing all of the tasks that you've done and the tasks that you needed to finish.
I love that. Well, what other different programs or softwares have you had the opportunity to work with?
I've had a with Salesforce, Monday.com as well. Um what else? Twilio.
Fantastic, perfect.
Mostly CRM softwares.
Yeah. Have you ever worked with anything like HubSpot or Go High Level or anything like that with emails and such?
Yeah, go high level.
Oh, awesome.
Mhm.
Do you like Go High Level?
Yes. It's
We
more convenient to use
Yeah, we're
actually.
we're kind of integrating that in. We have been for a little while right now into our company too, and I haven't
Mm.
gotten to use it too much, so I'm always interested to hear if people like it. So that makes me glad to hear that you do.
Yeah, well, actually, that one I've actually learned that through YouTube as well. Same goes with Trello. That's the
Yeah,
good thing about
I,
technology nowadays. Everything is in the
that's
internet.
what I was gonna say. When you don't know something, you can look up a video and it can teach you online for free.
I agree. Even 5 years old children,
Yeah,
they're very knowledgeable when it comes to internet.
I know. I my 7-year-old sometimes she does things, and I'm like, how did you
I
know how to
don't
do
e-
that?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I just at my school on my tablet we do this all day. I'm like, oh, when I was in 1st grade, we didn't okay,
Yeah.
you know, when I was in 1st grade 25 years ago, things were very different, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But
I've
they
had
do.
experience as an online teacher before
Oh,
for
yeah.
those for 5-year-old students, and most of the children they are very knowledgeable in terms of using gadgets. Sometimes
Yeah,
they would teach you how to do it, and it amazes me because I agree. Before, when I was young, I don't really do that.
yeah. Have you ever worked with, like, Google Workspace or, like, Excel, Microsoft, and things like
Yeah,
that?
definitely. That's the main software that we use, especially when it comes to tracking,
Yeah,
scorecards. Yeah.
yeah, you use their, like, sheets for data and everything as well, like, on Excel or
Yes,
Google?
correct. Yeah, I do
I
it.
love
I
Google
we do.
Sheets. I'm a Google Sheets girl. I don't
Yeah.
like Excel, but I think Google Sheets is awesome.
Right, I agree with you.
What information do you usually track on those kind of sheets with your data?
Let's say for example, the surveys of my representatives, because we have three different parts of the survey. It's the good survey, the neutral ones, and then the bad surveys. So it's easier for us to track there because it would already give you the percentage. You don't really need to do the math. So that's what we use to track their numbers, and then it would be a lot more easier for us to also explain it to the clients. Even let's say, for example, the number of sales. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Do you feel like you have reliable internet connection or do you have a backup plan in place if it does go out?
definitely, yes, we do have. But we actually for a year we I don't really remember having any outage with our electricity or
Awesome.
internet. But if in case that happens, we do have like a family member that lives nearby, which they have a different provider. So I can travel there. It's like 5 minutes sidecar travel.
Oh, awesome. I have been seeing so many videos of the Philippines on my TikTok and stuff. Obviously, we have VAs that work with my actual daily work too, other than the VA
Mhm.
agency. And so I'm always talking to them about the Philippines. And one of them, my executive assistant, she just went to this really beautiful beach near her house and she sent me some pictures. And I said, oh my goodness, I need to come visit. But
Oh,
I didn't realize, I did
you
not realize
haven't been
how
here?
far away it was from me until I looked it
Yeah.
up. I said, oh, that's a lot further than I thought. I'm in North Carolina, so on the
Mhm.
coast still, but I didn't realize it's kind of like the opposite side.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But have you been in the Philippines?
I have not. I didn't travel much as a young adult, and so now that me and my husband, our kids are a little bit older, we've been starting to travel, going on cruises and seeing a lot of places. So in the past
Wow.
3 years, I've gotten to see a lot of different countries. I went to Canada last year, Mexico,
Oh.
Honduras. It was awesome. I did a couple really nice things, but the Philippines is definitely on my list because it's gorgeous over there.
Yeah, you just have to be prepared. It's very hot here.
That I understand. I mean, probably a lot hotter than I'm used to, but I did live near Savannah, Georgia, and it's like in a swampy area of America,
Oh,
and it gets very hot there.
oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I see.
I don't live somewhere where it snows a lot. Where I live is more in the
Ah,
south of the United States, so it stays pretty warm.
oh, I see.
So, are you still currently working with a client right now, or are you not?
No, no.
When did your last position end?
February. It was on the 5th
And was
of
that like a
February.
contract? You had like a certain amount of time you were working with them?
I'm sorry.
Was that a contract position or did their just needs change?
Yeah, they needed change.
Yeah. How many days and hours are you hoping to work? Are you wanting to be full time or part time?
I would prefer full time.
Would you be open to two part time if that ever became an option?
Yeah, definitely.
I was just thinking if we had somebody like two people who needed somebody part time, you could do both and it would equal to, full time, which would be
Oh,
awesome.
that's possible too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can work for multiple clients as long as, the hours are a little bit different. That's always an option.
Ooh, that's cool.
So obviously, I know you mentioned that Trello really helps you stay organized. Is there anything else that you help manage your time when working remotely?
As of this moment, that's what I am using, but I'm very open to learning different
Yeah,
ones because in aside from I've learned Trello myself, I believe that I would be flexible learning other um tracking management that I could use.
I think Trello works well, but you never know what a client
Yeah.
may use, which is fine. Mine, I see most of my tracking is via my Google Calendar. I share it with my whole team so they can see. if I'm at my desk or if I'm, in a meeting or whatever. That's kind of how I use mine. But my VAs do use Trello a decent amount, especially my social
Oh, I
media
see.
manager. So,
Yeah, because you can also insert links with Google, right? I did
oh,
use that before also. You can
nice. I didn't
also
know you
like
could do that.
insert links. Yeah.
I really need to look into it a bit more. I need to take some time and do that. So let's say that you're given multiple urgent projects that need to be done. How do you prioritize what needs to be done first?
Of course, I would start with the most important ones. It would be a lot more easier for you to finish the other tasks when you once you're already able to finish the huge ones. So I believe with my flexibility also, it would be a lot more easier for me to manage my time when I'm already done with thinking about the huge event or the huge project that I should be finishing.
Wonderful. If you're unable, because I know sometimes communication can be hard, especially in a time difference, or if your, boss is in a meeting or something. Let's say you're unable to reach your immediate supervisor. How do you handle that kind of situation? What do you do then?
Because most of my experiences, I wasn't really getting a lot of like talk to
Yeah,
the clients like right away. So what I normally do is to of course even before let's say for example they've given me the tasks, I always make sure not to miss asking questions already whenever I already got them, because I always think of that. I always think of what if there came a time wherein they're not available. I always anticipate that already, so whenever I'm given a task, I already ask questions if I need clarifications and take note
yeah,
of it. And then of course, it would be a lot more helpful also to do your research. And then yeah, I basically finish the tasks.
I love that.
Just
I
making
love that
sure
you
that
mentioned researching on your own a lot because I do think remotely that is necessary. A lot of times is trying to
yeah,
figure
I
things out
agree.
and being a go-getter that like, I don't have to ask somebody else. I can ask Chat GBT. That always
I
gives me a
agree.
lot of answers a lot of my questions.
Yeah, actually when ChatGPT already came, it everything's a lot more easier.
Yeah.
Because it can answer almost everything just as long as you have the right prompt.
The
So
prompt is
that's
so important.
right. Even when doing content creation, I thought you would just need to enter, let's say for example, some details, but I didn't know that it's also important that you let ChatGPT know to ask questions with you before creating or answering your questions. So it
Mhm.
would be a lot more specific.
Yeah. I utilize it a lot with just asking, does this sound when I send emails to offices and stuff, I don't want to sound aggressive if I'm
Mhm.
questioning something. So I'll say, does this sound too aggressive? And it'll tell me if it does or doesn't, or, how to
Oh,
reword
that's
it. And I'm like,
cool.
thank you. I don't ever want to offend anybody when sending it.
Yeah.
I always like to double check.
That's cool.
Perfect. So I want to do the portion I mentioned where we're going to make the video for your flyer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a button. It's going to say we're recording. I'm going to say, um, hey, Reza. Actually, how do you pronounce your name? Is that correct? Reza? Reza?
Riza.
Reza. Okay. So I'm going to say,
Yeah.
hey, Reza, I'm so glad to meet with you today. It's been a pleasure getting to chat with you. I'd love for you to introduce yourself to potential clients. So just tell them a little bit about yourself and your work history. And then I'm going to ask you what you like to do the most, which then you can talk to me about the social media. And then I'm going to ask what you don't like to do. And then I'm going to ask the pay and the hours you're hoping to work. And then I will stop the recording on that. And then at the end, I'll tell you what's next. All
Okay.
right. Hi, Reza. It's so good to chat with you today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking.
You're welcome. So I'm really excited to introduce you to some clients and let them get to know you a bit. So in this video, if you don't mind, just tell them a little bit about you, introduce yourself and what you do for work.
All right. Hi, my name is Riza. I've had um almost 7 years of experience as both social media manager as well as administrative assistant. I've handled clients. I was reporting agents, scorecards, whether delivering them what are the went wells, what are the things that needs to be better. We do call calibrations as well. So we set up meetings, we discuss the numbers, basically, what are the things that was working for the team, what are the things that has to be improved, or what are the plans to make it more better. I've also handled social media, a nonprofit organization social media. I was a social manager before, wherein I do the postings, I schedule all the postings. I also edit videos, PubMats, even simple reels. I do that in terms of promotions. Same goes with planning. Let's say, for example, there would be like a specific time when we will be needing to post the video. Of course, there would be like a specific time. So we want to make sure that we will be able to meet that specific time or target when we should be uploading the video or any posts. Yeah, basically, I've also as part of my hobby, I am also doing content creation. I I shoot everything. I've already collaborated with local brands as well. Same goes, I edit videos, reels for the brands to be um recognized by people or for the people to know the brand. I've also do the planning in terms of what are the things that would work for the editing part of that specific videos and pictures. So
I
yeah,
love
that's mainly it.
I know we chatted a little bit about you really enjoying social media management. So what are some things that you really like to do in your work?
I really enjoy, aside from like the brainstorming of the went wells and all that, I also um like doing social management really. I love the tasks whenever I need to edit videos, to think of captions, anything that would be catchy to the viewers. I'd also love thinking about what's something new I would be doing on the next content. Um, it's mainly about creativity, really. I love anything about creativity. I want to make sure that I'm able to do things better every time I would be uploading a video or a picture. I want to make sure that it's something new to the viewers whenever I upload pictures and videos. So I really plan a lot. I make sure to research a lot. I also check the current trends to at least tailor it to what I'm gonna be uploading, or what are the things that I would be needing to include on the video that would catch the viewer's attention.
I
Yeah.
love that. I know you mentioned a lot of research, and if you don't know something, kind of looking on YouTube to learn it. So I think that's such a
Yeah.
great trait for somebody to be a go getter in that aspect. Are there any tasks that you don't enjoy doing?
I think my answer with that would be when the task gets repetitive, it gets boring. So what I do is I make sure to streamline everything. I would make sure to find another way to make it less boring, to make
Yeah,
it feel like it's not something that I did already, or I make it more easier to do, because when the task is repetitive already, it's something like it's a routine already, so you feel like it's boring. But
yeah,
when you do the tasks with, let's say, for example, you would think of, okay, so since this is something that I did already, I want to make sure I would be doing this as quick as possible. So I would look for ways how I can make it better, or how I can make it quick
yeah.
instead,
I love that.
aside from what I did before. Yeah.
Awesome. So when it comes to pay, what are you hoping to make per hour?
Per hour, I would prefer $6,
Perfect.
$6 to $7.
And then I know we discussed what you're hoping to do for hours, and you're hoping to be full time. Is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. And then you are open to potentially multiple part times that would equal into full time hours.
That's right.
Wonderful. Do you have a preference when it comes to the time zones you work in, or are you flexible in that?
I'm flexible. I
Okay.
can do any.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that information with me. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was wonderful. I'm really excited to get this out there. So what I'm going to do, I have a VA that you have communicated with, Charmaine, as well, via email. She is the one who helps me put together the flyers and put the video on the flyer. And as soon as she has finished getting that put together, she will send it over to you so that you can see it. She'll let you know that we are going to get it posted out there. And as soon as we get any clients that are interested, we will get you coordinated to meet with them.
Okay, not a problem.
All right. It was such a joy to meet you. I had such a great time talking with you and learning a bit more
Me
about you.
too.
And I look forward to chatting with you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Have a great
I'm
day.
looking forward. Have a great day, Destiny. Bye-bye.